The Sturm-Panzer, or Assault Tank 1, was a German self-propelled gun used during World War II. Its primary task was to provide heavy fire support for infantry units fighting in urban areas. The invasion of Poland had shown that the towed Schweres Infanteriegeschütz, or Heavy Infantry Gun 33, assigned to the infantry gun companies of the motorized infantry regiments, had difficulties keeping up with the tanks during combat. The easiest solution was to modify a spare tank chassis to carry it into the battle. So the heavy infantry gun was mounted on the chassis of the Panzer I tank, complete with carriage and wheels, in place of the turret and superstructure. Plates 13 mm thick were used to form a tall, open-topped fighting compartment on the forward part of the hull. This protected little more than the gun and the gunner himself from small arms fire and shell fragments, but the loaders were completely exposed. There was also no room to stow any ammunition, so it had to be carried by a separate vehicle. The vehicle's extreme height and lack of onboard ammunition were severe tactical drawbacks. So in the summer of 1941, a new, fully enclosed and heavily armored boxy casemate superstructure was ordered on the chassis of the Sturmgeschütz 3 assault gun. This vehicle was known as the Sturm-Infanteriegeschütz, or Assault Infantry Gun 33. It mounted the same heavy infantry gun, offset to the right side, for which 30 rounds were carried. An MG-34 machine gun was also fitted in the ball mount to the right of the main gun with 600 rounds. The first dozen were delivered by the end of October of 1942 and assigned to the Sturmgeschützabteilung, so Assault Gun Battalion 177 and 244, then fighting in Stalingrad. The guns arrived just in time to participate in Operation Hubertus, the German fourth and final offensive effort to take Stalingrad in the middle of November of 1942. By this time, the battle for control of Stalingrad had become the Battle of Attrition. German shortage of heavy weapons and ammunition were serious, but the most critical lack was that of the combat troops. None of the German divisions was anywhere near its established strength, and the only reinforcements being received were the few new assault guns. Generally speaking, the assault guns were often used in the last phase of the German assault. But the most famous engagement was the assault on the Commissar's house, which began on the 11th of November. The German objective was to seize the building and secure it against enemy counterattacks. Forces available consisted of 2 companies of a Panzer Pioneer battalion, but a special company, the Sturm Company, so Assault Company 44, was also attached to the unit, which was an assault unit formed from experienced street fighters of the German infantry. The Commissar's house was a very solid 2-story building which had resisted all attacks by the Germans, with the determined defenders inflicting heavy losses. The Germans decided to mount another attack what with more firepower support provided by the new Sturm-Infanteriegeschütz. Soldiers of the 650th Rifle Regiment had fortified the building with its 60 to 70 men garrison, including a 6-man NKVD squad and about 12 militiamen. On the morning of the 13th of November, the German assault force of the Sturmkompanie 44 and a company from the Panzer Pioneer Battalion 50 were assembled to assault the Commissar's house. In addition, Sturmgeschützabteilung 244 was assigned to support the attack with 3 Sturm-Infanteriegeschütz 33 self-propelled guns and 1 long-barreled Sturmgeschütz 3 assault gun. After bombarding the building all morning with artillery and mortars, the assault guns move in to blast the building at close range, setting the building ablaze and forcing the surviving defenders into the basement. Once inside the building, the Germans took more than 3 hours to clear the structure. Only 10 defenders escaped the building, and although the capture of the Commissar's house was a tactical success for the German army, it cost about 100 casualties. A single Sturm-Infanteriegeschütz 33 survived the war, and currently it is at Kubinka Research Collection near Moscow. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you, and see you in the next video.